Warren Buffett once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And with all due respect to the joy of Monday mornings, that is a terrifying thought. So today, we talk about the fifth way to get money, growing it. There are several ways to grow your money, and they all fall into what we call asset classes. Let me run through them quickly. Savings. Money in a bank account earning interest, safe, boring, low return. Bonds. You lend money to a government or company and they pay you interest. Fixed income, predictable, slow. Shares. You buy a piece of a company and grow with it. Higher risk, higher potential reward. Mutual funds. A pool of money managed by a professional investing across multiple assets on your behalf. Property. Real estate, tangible, familiar, and one of the most popular wealth builders in the world. Commodities. Gold, silver, precious metals. Real-world assets you can hold for decades and pass on if you never need them. Crypto. Digital assets. High volatility, high debate, high everything really. And there are alternative investments. Private equity, hedge funds, collectibles, art. Generally for more sophisticated investors. We will go deep on the pros and cons of each one of these in the coming episodes. But today, let's talk about principles that apply to all of them. Here is the first and most important one. Investing should be boring, like watching a plant grow. You find something you genuinely believe will be worth more in the long run. You put money into it regularly, and then you leave it alone and let it grow. That is it. That is the whole thing. If it is exciting, if you are checking prices every hour, if there's a hot tip involved, you're probably not investing. You're speculating. And speculation is a different game, with very different odds. And if it requires constant attention, research, active management, and significant time, that is not growing money. That is another job, which is fine. Earning is valid. But let us not confuse the two. Growing money should be passive, quiet, almost dull. The excitement comes later when you look at the number. Here are a few concepts that apply across every asset class worth knowing. Diversification. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your money across different assets so that when one goes down, the others can hold you up. The goal is to be never wiped out by a single bad bet. Compounding. This is the magic. Your returns generate their own returns, year after year. The longer you leave it, the more dramatic the effect. Einstein allegedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Whether he actually said that is debatable. Whether it is true is not. Dollar cost averaging. Instead of trying to time the market, which almost nobody does successfully, you invest a fixed amount regularly. Monthly, quarterly, whatever works. When prices are high, you buy less. When prices are low, you buy more. Over time, it smooths out the volatility and removes the emotion from the equation. Risk and reward. Higher potential returns almost always come with higher risk. There is no free lunch. Understanding your own risk tolerance, how much of a drop you can stomach without panic selling, is just as important as picking the right investment. Inflation. The quiet tax on doing nothing. Every year, the cost of living goes up by roughly 3 to 4%, which means money sitting still is actually losing value. That is why investing is not optional. It is the only way to make sure your money grows faster than inflation erodes it. If your investment is not beating inflation, you are effectively going backwards. Liquidity. How quickly can you convert this asset to cash if you need to? Shares, fast. Property, slow. Something to factor in when building your portfolio. Tax-advantaged accounts. In many countries, there are retirement accounts that let your investments grow either tax-free or tax-deferred. This is essentially the free money from the government. If this option exists where you live, use it. Now, if all of that felt like a lot, here is the simplest possible version of this episode distilled into a few sentences. Invest regularly in a highly diversified low-cost index fund, something tied to the S&P 500 or a global equivalent. Set aside a fixed amount every month or every quarter and put it in without thinking about it. Now, where you put it matters. If your country offers tax-advantaged retirement accounts, put the bulk of your investments there. The tax benefits are significant and compound over time just like your returns do. However, and this is important for anyone planning to retire early, most tax-advantaged accounts have an age restriction on when you can access the money without penalty. So if you are aiming for FIRE before the traditional retirement age, you need some investments sitting outside of those accounts too. Accessible, liquid, ready when you are, not when the government says you are. So the baseline is this. Max out your tax advantage accounts first, then invest the remainder in a regular account using the same approach. Then leave it all alone. Do not touch it. Do not panic when the market drops. Just let it grow. Next episode, we start going through each asset class one by one. The good, the bad, and the fine print. One at a time, starting from the top. See you there.